wearing number 5. And on the outside is Kimberly Harris, her teammate. And Butler making a nice move there early, followed closely by Ashanti Denton of Arkansas. But running very relaxed out in lane 8, Ella Onojuevo, the sophomore from LSU. Butler moving nicely through the far curve. And she will come off the turn in the lead. It is Butler, Onojuevo, and on the outside, Kimberly Harris trying to make a late move, but it is all Aaliyah Butler. Onojuevo trying to close the gap, but Butler's going to win the heat and get the automatic.
Congrats to Ella Onojuevo there for being able to make it to the 400 meters women. Right now, she has picked that ticket at the LSU, Louisiana State University Athletics Championship there. She actually beat that particular that particular time for you to qualify as an Olympian. Congrats to her for being able to do it. 27 years record set by Falilat Ogunkoya has now been broken by this young Nigerian lady. Her name is Ella Onojuevo there. Congrats to her picking that ticket, and we expect her to do well at the Olympics. She's talking about Nigerians qualify for the Olympics. We know that we've been able to pick at least 4 different events in relay: 4x4 for men and women, rather 4x4 for men, 4x100 meters for men and women, and 4x4 mixed relay. Congrats to Nigerians for being able to do that, and we hope that Team Nigeria will do well at the Olympics. Now, she's taking you through the journey of sporting moments this week. Well, we talk about the Champions League, Europa League, and also Europa Conference League. And we start with, during the week, we saw what happened between Bayern and Real Madrid. Right now, Real Madrid, they've qualified for the final. They'll be playing against Borussia Dortmund, who did well, dumping out PSG in their own game. Congrats to the two teams. Now, it's going to be a big one because both teams will be fighting out in Wembley. They'll be fighting to see who wins this year encounter there. Well, tough one. And join us in this Talk Football this hour is Julius Okafor. Good to have you, Julius.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Nice having me.
For Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund, that's going to be on June 1st at Wembley Stadium. And during the week, they played that game against Bayern. A tough one it was. And also Borussia Dortmund picking the ticket to get to the final.
What a match it was! It was a very tough game indeed for both teams. Everybody did well. Real snatching the victory at the dying minute, as usual, normal thing. That's how they normally do their thing. And for Borussia Dortmund, it wasn't that expecting for them. Nobody expected them to get to the final, but it was a good one, beating PSG at the semi. So it was a great one for them. I look forward to a great final where for me, I think Madrid is going to do away with it.
Let's wait till then. It's also a funny one because football can be so dicey. We can't say yet. Let's see what happens June 1st at Wembley Stadium when the final between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund will be happening there. It's still going to be a tough one. Well, 2 of them actually qualify at the expense of Bayern and PSG. I'm still talking about the week right now, reviewing the week. We look at Europa Cup. Europa League is coming up, and the finalists we have 2 teams where we have 3 Nigerians who will be battle ready to play. Atalanta will be facing Bayern Leverkusen, the team that have really done well this season, playing 49 unbeaten games, breaking the record of Benfica as the most unbeaten club, having the most winning competition where they've done so well, actually playing 49 games unbeaten so far in this particular season. Well, the final will be up. We have so many Nigerians there. Ademola Lookman is with Atalanta. We have Boniface, Victor, and also Tella is also there with Bayer Leverkusen. All of them will be facing themselves over there at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin.
It's gonna be a good game for the Nigerian, having our players in the finals. I think that shows how well we are doing outside the shows of the nation and with our clubs. I think for me, Leverkusen have just been there. They have just been there doing all their stuff. Picking that final at the late minute, this is not the first time. For like 10 games or thereabout now, they have always come from behind. 90 plus, they've always gotten their winning from that time. So winning has somehow become their culture. They never say dies, they never give up. Even when you think it's all over, they come behind. But for me, I think the fine and Ademola Lookman is a hitman, and Boniface as well. Both of them are doing well in their various clubs. But I think Atlanta at the final, good for them, but I see Leverkusen taking the day.
Let's see, maybe Bayer Leverkusen will continue on that roller coaster journey they've started. 49 games unbeaten so far. Well, during the week they were able to do it. Actually, they did well, being able to qualify. And right now, Atalanta versus Bayern Leverkusen. They are still talking about the week. It's another one because Fiorentina will fight against Olympiacos. Olympiacos dumped out Aston Villa in that particular game. Talking about Europa Conference League now. Europa Conference League will also be coming up. The final will be coming up there. Well, they will be having their own over there in Greece. Well, Conference League final is going to be a tough one, but the two teams, they know what they want to do. Let the best team win. Quickly, we talk about some Nigerians. Some Nigerians will be playing this particular tournament. We have about 5 of them. You can't take anything away from them, even though some are not playing for us. Karim Adeyemi play for Borussia Dortmund, and he will play in the final there. We have Ademola Lookman. We have Victor Boniface. Teller is there to represent Bayer Leverkusen. And the man that will be playing the UEFA Europa Conference League, Michael Kayode, is also with Fiorentina. 5 Nigerians, one way or the other. Like someone said, there's no Igbo man that blessed Adeyemi, even though he doesn't play for, he's not playing for Nigeria.
He doesn't play for Nigeria, but with the name, we know where he comes from.
Good.
He's a good one for us. He's a very good one for our players. I think that also brings strength to the national team anytime they're going to be playing at top level, and that level of competition also gives you more experience. So when you come to the national team, it becomes a bonus to all of us. So he's a good one for all of us, and he's a good one for the team.
Well, Nigerians, at least, we see those players playing. As he don't know where most Nigerians will be pitching their tent. By the time Atalanta face Victor Boniface Bayer Leverkusen, it's going to be a divided house that time. Well, right now, let's cross over. Still talking about the week. Just yesterday, thereabout, news came out that a particular player that really done so well for his club, Chelsea, his name is Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer scooping that particular award of Player of the Month of April and also Goal of the Month of April against Everton. Good one for Cole Palmer. You can't take anything away from him. He has been a big revelation for Chelsea.
The coolest man on the pitch is the coolest man on the pitch. Always calm, good impact, good passer, vision. Anything you can describe, anything you can think of, he is the man. For me, Chelsea getting to where they are now is Cole Palmer because he's always involved, either scoring, creating chances, or whatever it is. So Cole Palmer, for me, is a well-deserved award for him, and it's a boost. For me, Cole Palmer is actually giving Chelsea all that they expected from him. They expected it, that's why they signed him from Man City, and that signing has actually paid off. For me, it's a well-deserved award for him.
Okay, well, talking about Cole Palmer there, scooping that particular 2-in-1 award, Player of the Month of April for Premier League, and also the Goal of the Month of April. Well, another player, despite conceding so many goals, his name is Andre Onana from Cameroon, playing for Manchester United. His performance against Burnley, that particular save, got him this particular award.
For Nana, I keep saying it and I keep telling people, it's just a matter of time before everybody discover what Manchester United saw before they actually went for him. He's a good goalkeeper. There is no two ways about it. It's just that when you first arrive in the Premier League, you seem to have this lapses. It happens with the Gay when the Gay came in, and after a while, I think for a period of season, the Gay won Player of the Year for Manchester United for a certain period of time. So that is what I think. I think Onana is a good goalkeeper, and it's just a matter of time. And all of the whole stuff about how he was called from outside and the rest will go off, and we'll begin to see the real picture of him.
Well, still talking about the week there, let's look at another big one. Well, Everton manager, his name is Sean Dyche, also scooped the Premier League manager of the month of April there. Well, celebrating him for what he has done. You can't take anything away from Sean Dyche.
You cannot. He came into the team when the team was struggling. After 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches left, and he came in and he's trying to instill this kind of football into Everton. Although it takes time, but even with the point deduction that goes for Everton, they're still able to stay up, because the way it looks now, they will remain in the Premier League. So for me, he is the man. He is the man for me.
Well, talking about the award for the month of April, Cole Palmer really deserved that particular award. He has been the first player to do that since 2018 when he hasn't lacked money for Chelsea. And that's a big award for Cole Palmer, really a real revelation for Chelsea there. Congrats to all the winners. And now we cross over to a player who actually, when a lot of story here and there concerning him joining Real Madrid for 7 years, he stayed with PSG. But now he has confirmed yesterday that he will be moving straight down to the Santiago Bernabeu for next season. Well, right now we actually have to pay some tribute to the fans, the coaches, and everyone at PSG. He fought a good fight in Champions League semi-final, but he couldn't get it. This time around, he was so close, but he couldn't get to the final of the Champions League. Talking about Kylian Mbappe, he spoke in French anyway, but being translated. Let's actually listen to what he said. Very, very touching, but he has to just decided to move straight down to Santiago Bernabeu. Let's have this.
Salut à tous, c'est Kylian. Voilà, je voulais m'adresser à vous. Depuis le temps, j'avais toujours dit que j'allais m'adresser à vous quand le moment serait venu. Et donc, je voulais vous annoncer à tous que voilà, c'est ma dernière année au Paris Saint-Germain. Je ne vais pas prolonger et je vais terminer mon aventure dans quelques semaines. Je vais jouer mon dernier match au Parc des Princes dimanche. C'est beaucoup d'émotions. Beaucoup d'années où j'ai eu la chance et l'immense honneur de faire partie du plus grand club de France, l'un des meilleurs du monde, qui m'a permis d'arriver ici, de connaître ma première expérience dans un club avec beaucoup de pression, de grandir comme joueur, bien sûr, en côtoyant certains qui étaient les meilleurs de l'histoire, certains des grands champions, de côtoyer pas mal de gens, de grandir en tant qu'homme aussi, avec toute la gloire et les erreurs que j'ai pu faire.
Mbappe there, well, you can just listen to Mbappe, very touching that he's leaving Parc des Princes after 7 years. A lot of activities for him to move straight down to Santiago Bernabeu.
Mbappe has really developed as one of the top stars in football right now in PSG. When he moved from Monaco, he was still very young, and the PSG gave him all the platform to exploit, and he did exploit. Although many people would have said he has supposed to have moved on before now, but everything happens with time. Everything happens with time as long as football is concerned. Everywhere is a home for a player. Wherever you move, there's an atmosphere for you to be able to establish yourself. So PSG has given him that. Now it's time for him to move, because definitely if you must get to where everybody is looking at him to be, he has to move to a team like Real Madrid. So it has been an expected news for a while. People have expected this news to come on over years. Real Madrid has been behind it, coming for him and the rest of it. But at the end of it, it happens and he announces. It's a welcome development. It's a good one for Real Madrid. It's a good one for him, looking at where everybody is projecting him to be. So for me, this is the time, and he has to take his chance.
Well, talking about Kylian Mbappe there, well, he'll be joining Real Madrid at the end of the season when everything actually finalized there. We've been taking you through some joy in the world of sport. And right now, let's talk about our ladies under 17. They call them Flamingos. As we speak right now, they're in Bamako, in Mali. They'll be facing Burkina Faso in the first leg of the third round World Cup qualifier against Burkina Faso today over there in Bamako. Well, the ladies are battle ready. Their coach is also battle ready to see how we can scoop this ahead of this particular fierce battle between Nigeria under 17 against Burkina Faso under 17 women. Let's listen to what Coach Bankole Oluokere said ahead of this particular match.
It has been a good journey for us, and this we give glory to God Almighty for safe journey. Though it be stressful because of the two stopover we have on the way, but notwithstanding, this is part of the game. Getting to this place, we are well settled now, and we are more focused than ever before. Knowing fully of reason why we travel down to this place, that we need to, win our match here and make the return leg in Nigeria a formality. And all preparation has been well put in place while we are in Nigeria. But we still have a section before the main match on Saturday. When we have a light workout tomorrow morning, and then by afternoon around 4, we're going to be out there to feed the turf and then to have the last rehearsal for the match.
Bankole there, the coach of Nigeria under-17 Flamingos, talking ahead of the game they'll be playing against Burkina Faso in Bamako today. Nigeria are actually hoping that they will do this because if they are able to win, the second leg will just be a formality. According to him, they want to go to the World Cup and they really want to scoop this.
We have to be at the World Cup. There's no two ways about it. So win at Bamako, come back home if it's possible and do all that he needs to do and go to the World Cup. That is just it.
Okay, before we talk about the big one there, we know that Waziri is actually waiting on standby. But before we join Waziri, let's quickly run through our own league, NNL fixtures, and also the MPFL. Let's run through it. In fact, it is possible that Upe should be joining us with this. You are Nigerian. Madiba FC against Beyond Limits. Abia Comets takes on Ekiti United. Coal City versus Bandresa. Stormers FC against Rovers. 1472, they takes on Dakada FC, while Smart City against Idel FC in the Saturday, that's today right now, match day 22 in the Conference A. Those are the matches coming up today. There, you can have them quickly. Let's just look at it. A lot of matches coming up, but pick one. Coal City is based in Enugu, and they'll be facing Bandresa FC. Tough match.
For me, home. I think Coal City is going to deliver on this, given the fact that they are home.
Of course, I expect that. After all, you are Julius
not just that. Not just that. You know, this is probably the last match of the season for them. So everybody wants to finish well. Not when you are home. If you lose at home at the last match, it looks somehow. It doesn't give you that well. So you need to go home celebrating and knowing fully well that you are ending the season well.
Still talking about these matches, let's look at Conference B now. Conference B will be playing their own matches on Sunday. Trace State FC against Solution FC. You have Gateway United against Oshu United. Inter Lagos, Ijebu United, FC1 Rocket, and Crown FC. Ikorodu City against Giant Brillas. Those are the matches slated for Sunday as the end of the season, 2023-2024 season, before the Super 8 will be coming up. Well, top four there. We've been able to touch through all the matches. For the MPFL, Sunshine Stars will be hosting Rivers United in their own game that will be coming up. And really, they are battle ready. Rivers are saying they will win this game. And Sunshine Stars also, they know what's at stake. They don't want to go on relegation, so they will fight hard to stay on in this particular match. Hopefully, let the best team win there. Well, before we cross over and talk about the big one, let's just go on the short break where we give you those facts and figures in the world of sport. Did you know segment? Facts there. Well, welcoming you back on the show, Weekend Sports, where we just took a break to let you have Did You Know segment. We also want to educate ourselves. You can know it all. At times you'll forget. You just have to be reminded. Now that we're back to the studio, let's talk about the big one for this weekend. Manchester United versus Arsenal. That's the match that's the talk of the town right now. Will they win it? Who will win? Is it the Gunners or the Red Devils? Big one. Well, as it is right now, all the two teams are battle ready. The fans of Man United and Arsenal are also talking tough. And that's why for this hour we have Upe Waziri joining us from Kaduna. Good to have you, Waziri.
Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Okay, good one. Sorry for last time. We could not continue on that last time when we were having you, but today you have the chance to at least run your own show. Manchester United against Arsenal. First of all, let's start with you concerning this match. It's a big one because we know that Arsenal, they really want to win this trophy, even though Manchester City are not giving up, also knocking at the door every time. Let's have you, Waziri Upe.
Yes, thank you so much. One great game, one of those games that our football fans will always want to see, and hours of what a big game actually feels like. And in the early 2000s, that this was probably one of the biggest games in the world, and the biggest fixtures in the English Premier League, the biggest, right from the Arsene Wenger era up to this point that we are in. In the last 10, 15 years, both clubs have not really been the way where. But I think they're gradually coming back, especially Arsenal. And then going into this game, I think I started greatly from that angle because history always is a part in football, however you look at it. And just trying to build up to how they got this particular point today. I also declare that Arsenal have not won at Manchester United. I've only won once at Manchester United at Old Trafford in the last 16 weeks. So it tells you that no matter how United have been in their last games or this season, when it big games, when it comes to derbies, form always goes out of the window. There is so much stake. There is pedigree, there is bragging rights, and of course, both sides want to impress their fans. There are two things I think now. For Arsenal, I think it is all about the league, trying to see if they can win the league title. Even though you will agree that it isn't entirely in their hands, because even if they win all of their games, that is their last 2 games, Man City get to win the remaining of their last 3 games, Man City will get to win the league. But at least the little I can do, or the least Arsenal can do, win all of their games. Just make sure that they do theirs, and then let's see what will happen if Manchester would falter. And then on the part of Manchester United, very positive, very, very positive. Yes, they can blame it injuries and a bit of, I think they've been unfortunate with injuries, by the way. And look at, they've had 14 different combinations in centre back alone. And the base of every winning team is on the defense. I think Alex Ferguson famously said, attack wins you games, defense wins you titles. So that has been key in why United have been very, very unable. But as I said, winning games like this, a lot of things just you throw away, form just goes out the window, and then everybody just almost like a clean slate. Everybody just wants to do what we can do. And for Man United, it is a case of the enemy of my enemy being my enemy. I'm saying that because see, people want Manchester City to league for the 4th time in a row, something they've not done. And then for bragging rights, and then of course for the fans, don't want to see also Arsenal win the league, because if I win the league, of course, we will not get enough of Arsenal. So for Man United and their fans, they are in a kind of a dilemma. But I think they will not give that they are professionals, and they don't think that they will allow Arsenal's judgment, and then Arsenal get the win. I think they will go on and do what they can do. Also, a few guys are on from injury, but even though the coach made it clear today in the match conference that Lisandro Martinez would not play, even demanded to play, but the coach does not feel ready. But I think Marcus Rashford is ready, who is always turns up in these big games. And but I think they've got a few players back. The Old Trafford effect, I think that's what Arsenal always have to do. From tactical perspective, I think Arsenal are a more solid side, they're better, but for this particular game, I would have, on paper, it will look as if Arsenal might have an easy ride. But I'll tell you, it's not going to be as easy as you think. So until the end of 90 minutes, we get to know.
Okay, well, Waziri making his own judgment concerning that game there. Stability. We're talking about on paper, Arsenal could scoop it, but football is not always like that. Good one from Kaduna there. Well, right now, let's talk with the guests in the studio. At least you listen to what he was saying concerning this match, how both teams, one way or the other, each team has their own pedigree to see how they can win this game. But not forgetting the fact that he also mentioned the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. I still don't know that quote for Waziri. Maybe Waziri should just be a poet. Anyway, so okay. Let's have maybe the enemy of your enemy is your friend.
Okay, let me pick it at that point, because right now Man City is Manchester United. It is in big C. They are in the middle of who do I dance to his tune. Manchester City is your rival.
The same city
looking to win the trophy. If you eventually beat Arsenal, that is over. You have handed over the trophy to them. So they come back and tell you, oh, we are the champion. Okay, now, Arsenal, in the other hands, are their bitter rival over the years, despite whatever Manchester United is going through, not when it comes to playing
And the
Arsenal.
same thing is happening to Arsenal, because Fulham be facing Manchester City. Okay. So Fulham also, they are in the same city of London.
Okay. So, so you see, and West Ham is also, Anthony is also promising to help Arsenal win the trophy, telling them, oh, if you can go on and win the rest matches, just leave Man City for us. On the last day, we are going to pull them down. So looking at it now, for me, I think that game, just like you said, on paper, it looks like Arsenal is going to win, but record will always play. There's a whole lot of things involved in that match. Pride is involved, the fans is involved, everybody wants to go home smiling that day. So Manchester United, for me, are going to be more serious than Arsenal thinks. They are going to be more determined as long as that match is concerned, because they want to preserve their record. And for Arsenal has the good team. They have all it takes right now. I think Sagna said something yesterday or thereabout. He was talking about Arsenal losing against Fulham. You know, at the beginning of season, you think when I lose a match, oh, I still have more to play. But when it boils down to this point, you will begin to think, oh, if I've won this match,
that particular loss them all this
Aston Villa and Fulham was a match they should have gotten all of these points and be able, by now we wouldn't be sitting down here and be looking at all this minus and plus and the rest.
Because for the Manchester City now, that game they have at hand is a plus.
It's a plus for them, and with the way they are, we know them when they are hungry. They are like hungry lions. They go all out on you. They don't look at you. They don't think who you are. They come after you. They want to grab the point. And for Arsenal, somehow they seems to drop down when you expect them. When you expect them to come on. Well, if you must win a league, you must come. I remember there was a season where the trophy has to keep moving from Manchester United to Man City, and the goal goes in, and the trophy moves on to this place. That is what it is all about when you are looking for the trophy. You must face this tough challenge. For Arsenal, when it gets to the point, you see them not being who you expect. And that's why every time you keep saying, oh, very close, we are close to getting that. But we hope that this year they will be able to break that barrier and be able to lay their hands on that trophy. Just like I keep saying, Arteta says, the only thing I think about now is we laying our hands and lifting the trophy. That is the only thing on my mind. So I hope that they do it against Manchester United, and the rest will just become a story for them.
Taking it from you there, where Arteta is already saying all his concern or all his thinking right now is how to leave the trophy. 2 matches to go for them. Man City, 3 matches. And that mindset is good to have, a very positive mindset. But the game against Fulham for Manchester City today, if they are able to win that game, they push a lot of pressure on Arsenal, who will be playing on Sunday. And right now, I know how kind of psychological Guardiola can be, playing mind games and all that. It's good that Arteta is already thinking of the trophy, but I just hope that they are able to win the remaining 2 matches. Very, very tough for them.
You see, for Manchester City, just like I said, they have their way. Like their mind is made up on the trophy, and they go for it. Right from the beginning of the season, you can see how prepared they are. From the beginning, they are beginning to count their points and beginning to make all the arrangements and plans towards winning the trophy. Unlike for me, Arsenal, I think it was at some point that they realized they can actually do it. I think they were playing like, okay, let's just keep pushing. But at some point, they feel, oh, we are getting better.
Confidence came back.
Yeah, we are getting better. We can actually do this. For me, it's not a full preparation package for Arsenal. Even though as it stands now, they are one of the best teams, they suddenly realize it. Maybe when Harvard came in and what is named Jojo and the Reichs and the rest part of them, they blended with the team. They begin to see how perfect they are and what they can do with their team. But for Man City is already full package from day one, thinking about the trophy. So if Arteta begins to think about it now, it's good for them, but let them not forget that Man City is already prepared right from the onset and they are coming for the trophy. So game at hand against Fulham for Manchester City, I think Fulham is not that a walkover match that can cause an offset. Because Arsenal being in this position, I think Fulham also contributed to it. So they can actually do. But even if they end up winning this one, that doesn't mean it is over. Just like I said, they still have West Ham to play, which we all know what West Ham can actually do. They can actually cause an offset on the last day, and everything will just turn around. So for me, I think it's still a bit open, even though they end up winning today. They're going to put pressure on them, but never say that anything can still happen as long as the Premiership is concerned.
Okay, well, we've been talking with Julius Okafor, then also Waziri concerning this match, a big one coming up this weekend, precisely on Sunday. And now we have to open the phone line for people that want to contribute. A lot of Man U fans are not going to agree, like we say in Nigerian Palace, no agree for anybody, right? Anybody. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's open the phone line there. Call that number, please. When you are calling, stay away from your TV set. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, and straight up, make your point. Are you for the Gunners or for the Red Devils? Old Trafford is the place to be. That match is going to be a bomb. Well, for this weekend, as we are waiting for our callers to join us, I know that Man City, they are prepared according to you in all facets, but Arsenal too, in fact, they've been believing, and that belief has been working. At least they're still on the table. They are fighting hard to see how they can scoop this. Yes, According to their coach, they are seeing the trophy, they want to scoop it, they want to lift it. Which particular player could be a magic for them on Sunday?
Odegaard. Creative, good passer, good vision. You know, that was one thing Chelsea failed to notice, and they were punished for it. If you watch that match particularly, you watch that match very well, you'll see that it was all about Odegaard
that made the changes.
Making everything that has to happen. If anything has to happen for us, it has to be Odegaard. Anytime you with the ball, you see the space he tries to create. You see how he tries to move the ball, try to create space for strikers to run in. His vision is unbelievable. He passes when you don't think he's going to pass. So for me, Odegaard is going to make the difference. If Man U understands it better and they're able to curb in Odegaard pass and this vision, I think they might be able to trap Arsenal a little. But if they are not, they are going to get punished. I say it is still an open game, but for me, Odegaard is the man. Okay,
let's see. At least someone wants to talk to us there. Let's have you, please. Where are you calling from? Good morning. Okay, we're still waiting for people to call in to make their own concerning this particular topic. We're talking about Manchester United versus Arsenal. Let's go back to Waziri in Kaduna. Waziri, well, we've been talking while you were away. Good to have you back. A big match coming up. We have spoken. You have talked about Arsenal winning on paper, but when it comes to the main thing, it's a different ball game. Now, I asked the guest in the studio, Julius Okafor. He says Odegaard should be the one to make the magic for Arsenal tomorrow. Do you agree with that, or you have your own different opinion?
Partly, not completely. I agree partly because you can't take away Odegaard's talent. I think he's to a large extent was world class or very close to being world class, and that he's been integral to whatever Arsenal have achieved this season and the position that they are. And of course, it is no surprise that he has been nominated as one of the guys competing to be awarded to scoop the award for Player of the Season. But I think Odegaard comes to the party. First of all, you have to understand how the Arsenal project is being built and the aim of what the entire project has been about. I think we're currently in the era of modern football where everything now seems to be project. Started from Man City when they brought Chike.
Okay, Waziri, just hang on there 1 minute. Let's pick this call and let another caller just at least have it safe. Okay, good to have you on the show.
Good morning.
Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set? Your TV set, turn it down, the volume, please.
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you now. Good to have you on the show. Weekend Sports.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing good.
Your name, please, and where you calling from?
My name Mark.
Okay.
I'm from Taraba State.
Okay, Mark Adam from Taraba State, right?
Yes.
Okay, go on. Man United, Arsenal, your view.
Well, I'm not a Man United fan, rather Arsenal fans, but I want to say this, that Manchester United is going to beat Arsenal 2-0 today because the match is given to Man United.
Okay. That's Mark Adam. Is it Jalingo, right?
Yeah. No, Wukari, Taraba State.
Okay, Wukari from Taraba State. Thank you so much, Mark Adam, supporting Man United there, that they are going to win against Arsenal 2-0, right? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, well, we're still expecting more calls there on the show. Waziri, continue. Let's have you.
Yeah, I was thinking about the entire Arsenal project and how they've tried to build it almost like it's getting their templates from the Manchester City.
Okay, well, frozen there. Let's go back to what we are doing. Well, we were actually listening to him talking about, okay, Waziri is back. Let's have you again.
Yeah, I was making reference to or drawing comparison with the Arsenal and Manchester City project, and looking at how Arsenal almost like borrowed the template from what Manchester City tried to do, and then Edu being the sporting director, bringing on Arteta on board, and how they've tried to create a team. You look at the team closely and how they've played this season. While Odegaard has been an integral part of their success, I think in a way this is no slur to him. I think he has also been one of the reasons that they'll fail to win certain matches. Now, the way their game is structured, you notice all of the games they've lost, it is games against teams that have played in the mid block, not the low block. And I think Odegaard's skill set is one that is designed to break down low blocks, teams that decide to defend inside their 18-yard box. Then you look at Villa, you look at Liverpool where they do, you look at Chelsea where they do, you look at Porto. Now these are guys who actually played in the mid block. And in those kind of games, you need the expansive passers. And I'm sure Arsenal are aware that's why they brought in a player like, let's say, Pablo Vieira. It's been quite unfortunate that he's not been able to stay fit. But football right now is more of having players who can create solutions to problems. And Odegaard, being a good player, can't really create solutions to teams who decide to play a mid block, because, as he said, he's that guy who wants that killer pass. And those things only come into become important or function when you are playing against a side that plays in a low block. But he will be very, very integral in whatever Arsenal will achieve tomorrow in the game against Manchester United, because he's almost like the orchestrator midfield that will help them win possession. But for me, I think the most important guys in the game tomorrow will be Saka and Declan Rice. I think Saka is almost like double goals and double assists, I think, for the second time here, playing from the right wing. And as a young 23-year-old boy who has just been a marvelous, he has just been incredible. I think 22-year-old who has just been incredible. I think he'll be very, very key to whatever Arsenal will and can achieve tomorrow. Not him alone. I think Declan Rice will also be important, because he has given us now that grit, that aggressiveness that they somehow didn't have in seasons before now. I think Partey used to be the guy, but Partey has suffered his fair share of fitness problems. But I think since Rice coming in, I think that guy has just been. Sometimes I just start to think probably that guy was designed in the lab, because you can't be an interior. You are able to carry ball 50, 60 yards alone. You can pass, you can score. You look at his number of goals and the number of assists that he has had. You can't just. Other guys will just say like, come, a lot of guys actually know that they missed out on fantastic players. So whatever position he gets to play, if he plays as the guy who plays at number 6 role, that is in place with the defense, or the guy who plays as central midfielder.
Waziri. Yeah, you've been able to make your point there. At least you mentioned Saka and Declan Rice. Let's have this caller there also making his own or our own contributions. Good to have you on the show. Weekend Sport. Hello, are you there? Okay. Good to have you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name, please, and where you're calling from?
I'm Stanley. I'm calling from Anambra State.
Okay. You said your name is?
Stanley.
Stanley from Anambra State.
Yes.
Okay, where in Anambra?
Oka. Oka, capital, yeah.
Okay, now from Oka. Okay, let's have it. Man United, okay. Arsenal.
Yes, yeah. After we take the lead. After we beat Man United 3-1.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are you a Gunners fan? Kind of. I suspect you to be an Arsenal fan.
I'm a Gunners fan. I'm a Gunners fan.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to lead that trophy.
Okay. So who are the players scoring tomorrow?
Odegaard. Hello?
We can hear you. Go on.
I say Odegaard will score. We score. Then Rice.
Okay.
Rice.
Okay, making the second one.
He'll be among, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I was giving. That's my own.
After all, you mentioned Odegaard 3 times, so he's going to score 3 goals. Yes. I'm just feeling your legs. Stanley from Oka, Anambra State. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I love your program.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Good one. So at least, you just said Arsenal is going to win 3-1. So the Mark called earlier from Jalingo. He said Man U will win 2-0. So it's now between you and Waziri. Let me have your own. Let's have your own. Who will win between Man U and Arsenal on Sunday?
I think with all of the holes surrounding the games, I think Arsenal will walk away with a win.
Arsenal will walk away with it. 1-0?
1-0.
1-0. Okay. Waziri, your own. Is he Arsenal or Man United?
1-1. Full-time draw.
Waziri, you don't even want to play at all. 1-1. That's it.
1-1.
You are the game changer. Someone said.
I think 1-1, but it's gonna be a draw.
It's going to be a draw, 1-1. Okay, well, for Mark Adam from Taraba, rather from Wukari, he says 2-0 for Man United. Well, Stanley says 3-1 for Arsenal. For Julius Okafor, he says it's going to be 2-1. Why Waziri actually capital?
1-0.
Okay, we have a caller. Let's have this caller, at least our last caller on the show. Good to have you. Can you turn down the volume of your TV set, please? We know you want to hear yourself. Okay, well, I think he just want to hear it himself. But really, we've been having this a smooth journey in the studio with Ope Waziri, who says it's going to be 1-1. Waziri didn't at least pity any of the two teams. He just called the mark there. Well, from you, 1, right?
1-0.
1-0 from Arsenal.
1-0 for Arsenal.
Okay, it's open right now. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, and 1-1. Well, for Ope Waziri, we want to thank you for joining us from Kaduna. Thank you so much, Ope Waziri.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Uncle.
And also, some Arsenal fans are not happy with you right now. Okay, from you, you say it's going to be 1-0, right?
1-0.
Okay. Well, we wait. The game is almost here. But before we go, the Nigerian Handball League will be starting. They'll call it Adoba Handball Premier League. They'll be starting in Benin City at the Samuel Ogumilya Stadium, starting from 12th to 24th. All the games will be streamed live, and the teams are battle ready. We need to push our own sporting moment. This is handball now, and it will be coming up live in Benin City. Well, for all the teams in Benin City, we wish them the best as they participate in this competition, Handball League across Nigeria there. We just have to go now. We want to appreciate all the callers, Mark and Stanley from Wukari and also from Oka, Upe Waziri from Kaduna, and Julius Okafor in the studio. Good to have you, Julius.
Thank you so much for having me.
Do you play soccer?
Yeah.
Actually, that Okafor reminds me of Uche Okafor then, Nigerian player. Good to have you once again in the studio.
Thank you so much.
Well, we just have to go right now. And to you out there watching us, we want to appreciate you staying with us on the show. Have a splendid weekend. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.